Saggies, welcome to my spirit room. Welcome to this reading. We're connecting with Sarah Elizabeth and with my fairies, my fairy messages. I'm just the messenger. The fairies and Sarah Elizabeth do it all. Let's clear the energy. This is the morning of the new moon, the 14th. I did this reading last night on the 13th, but it failed to upload, and some of the messages that were coming through for Saggis yesterday in my channeling, so I've stayed with those, is the way you're starting to live a pollution-free life. Saggis are trying to take much more care over their health. Yesterday was Friday the 13th, and I see it as a lucky day. But the 13th, yesterday, the day before the new moon, was a really good day, and this is what I said in the reading that failed to upload. Unfortunately, I deleted it. Was that you can start a really good energy program at this time, an exercise program or a diet program or a thinking about your health program, because Jupiter is in your 6th house in Taurus, which is all about health and all about your work a day. And you might have noticed from May the 20th, when Jupiter moved into this house in Taurus, that your health issues have either come to the fore, you've noticed things that are wrong with you, or things are being put right. And what we're looking for is a balance in your health, and you're going to get that by the time we get to May the 24th in 24. You will have had a really in-tuned balance. It'll be like a car being serviced or a computer being reset. And so I'm really looking forward to that for you, Saggis. But whatever ailments you get or pains, just deal with them. Take the right necessary vitamins. Google, eat polluted-free food. Try be in pollution-free atmospheres, which is a bit difficult. I have a neighbour that smokes all the time, so it is difficult to find that. Yeah, being pollution-free. But what I also got in those messages, and if anyone listened to my reading last night, which was just before I did the Saggi one, which was about having a pure soul. I think Saggis, out of all signs, have the purest soul. I think the purest heart, and I think anyone who's psychic can identify that. Anyone who has strong instincts. That's why the people that are going to come into your life are going to recognize your beauty in terms of purity. You really are a pure soul, and that's why the universe is going to reward you. As I've said in previous Saggi readings, it's all a bit slow on that front, and I don't know why it's taken so long, but it certainly has taken quite a long time. Now, what we've got missing here is air. So we've got earth. We've got 3 air cards, and we've got 2 main arcana cards, balance, which is what I'm looking for you to have by May the 24th next year. Balance in all areas of your life, love, work, health. But we've got the Hermit card here, and this is shining a light on your past, and it's saying spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. And this is what you've been doing. You've transformed yourself. You have reached a height of spiritual development. You are the archer. You are the half man, half horse figure, which is drawing its bow. And not only is it drawing its bow, but it's got its target right on target. You've not been able to get to that target because you've been held back by, for some reason, either someone sabotaged your path and that person will be getting their karma, or they're falling out of the tree into the gutter, that they won't be in your life anymore. But it could also be because you've self-sabotaged your own self in terms of your emotional needs or emotional sadness that could have come from a heartbreak. Also, financial constraints can really cause havoc with people moving forwards because you don't have the money to market yourself or push yourself forwards. So there's a whole number of issues that have occurred in the last 10 years that have stopped Saggis moving on. But we're over that phase. We've come out of the holding position. You're now in that transmuting, moving position. Look at the card that's come up for you. I take one card out of my whole collection, and the one that's come up for you today, which is speaking to you directly, is water flight. Heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. It's like you're now going downstream without having to work hard at it, or you're just swimming along easily and the tide's just taking you to success. So I'm really, really pleased with that card, Sagittarius. But let's look at why we haven't got Earth. I'm going to give it one more shuffle, see if we get an Earth card. The Earth card is the most important to me, even though you're a fire sign. I'll read these in a moment. And of course we need fire because we are fire. We need air to breathe, and we need the water to be blessed. You know, Aquarius is the water bearer, and the flow of the water, the energy of the water. As we know, people cannot live without water, and the Earth is made up mostly of water, and so are our bodies. And the moon tonight, any new moon, any full moon, affects our bodies through the water in our bodies. So water is immensely important too, but Earth for me is where we walk, where we are, who we are. The fairies are in the Earth. They live among the Earth. They sleep in my room, and they appear in all my books. But fairy connection to me is very, very, very important, and that's why I've got no Earth in my placements. I'm Sagittarius Sun, Leo rising, and Pisces moon. But I feel with other people I need their Earth energy. My son's got some Taurus in him, and I get on better with people that have Earth energy. So we've got more air. So air's dominating in our life at the moment. Air signs, Aquarius, Libra, 9 of air, and Gemini, of course. So here we've got some cards, past, present and future. We'll look at those. Give it another go, see if we get any Earth. But if we haven't got Earth, then you do need to step out on some ground. So step out on some soil or some grass or some patio or something outside with bare feet. And oh, we have got the Earth. So they've come to us now. 2 Earth cards, brilliant. I wanted that. An ego, and I got this in your reading that was discarded last night. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about that as I did last night. Okay, that's great that that's cards come up again, because it was quite important in my reading. So sad it got discarded. It had so many good messages, but never mind, I'm here now with this. So Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancements, change your life now. So things are looking good for you in the present. You might not think so. You might think your manifestations are taking far too long coming through, but the universe has heard them. Keep going. It's like a magnet. It's a magnet of the magnet's collecting all your manifestations. And with Saggis, I think they're just going to come all in one go. And here we've got you in the past. Okay, so things not turning out the way you hoped. You weren't seeing any positive in the situation, and you're crying over spilt milk. So you were feeling that you weren't you were to blame. Somehow you've blamed yourself for things that have gone wrong in relationships in the past. Maybe I should have done this, maybe I should have done that, but you shouldn't, because it was the ego of the other person, whether it was a parent or whether it was a lover, that got in the way. And that is their story, but they may have to come back to you asking for forgiveness. They had a false sense of entrapment. They were overly focused on material things rather than the spiritual things which are important to you as a Sagittarius. And their negative and fear-based thoughts affected your relationship with them. As I said, it could have been a friend, a parent, a lover. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lover that's broken your heart. But so that's the past card. This is the present card. So we've got falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, and possibly a new home. So your present now, which is between now and this full moon that's occurring at the end of the month, is going to be quite a revealing time. One, for revelations, but two, for stepping forwards, for meeting people that are going to take you to another world, another dimension. So let's put that with your past. We've got here, so this is you, and again your past, Earth card. You've been waiting for news about financial matters. You've been wanting something more challenging to happen to you, and you've been working at this in a creative way possibly, or an entrepreneurial way, where you've been putting down the groundwork. So if you've been writing a book, you've been writing a book. If you've been doing art, you've been painting, or doing music, you've been doing that. You've been laying the groundwork. And it's saying with your present, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So that's going to start coming through for you in the next few weeks. Remember, Jupiter is retrograde at the moment until December the 31st. But Jupiter is the large, expansive planet. We are so lucky as Saggis to have it in our as our ruler. So many signs have to share a ruler, but we don't. We've got one all to ourselves. And from an astrological perspective, it makes all the difference to our happy-go-lucky, very enterprising way about us. It's Jupiter that drives us forward. So even if we've had a bad run for 10 years, Jupiter doesn't let us stop. It doesn't let us get too depressed. And as I said, being half horse means we are steady footed, even if you've got some pain in your knees or legs. I've got pain in my knee. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about steady footed through life. We're talking about the horse not letting you down. It's steadfast. It moves forward. It moves forwards quite fast as well. And it has great faith in its own abilities. And like the horse, we're going to have great faith in our own abilities now. And we're not going to be kept down in this next cycle. So here we've got the past card with the air. We've got always expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and lots of sleepless nights. And we've been going through that. A lot of Saggis have had this feeling of not good self-worth, feeling that things aren't going to improve, things are only going to get worse. And also another thing that's been happening with Sagittarians in the past is being quite indecisive, being unwilling to make decisions that could take us down the right part of that crossroad, and being in a stalemate situation and pretending sometimes that there is no problem, or just pushing it to one side. But here with our present, we're going to have we've realized that we've made some very unwise choices in our life, and we've learned what we can from the situation. You might have chosen the wrong lover, or stepped into the wrong marriage, or allowed something to happen that you knew you should stop. You didn't listen to your gut. Now that is never going to happen. Your gut is your second brain. You know that, and instinctively you know that when your body tells you no, that you will not step into that. So you reviewed everyone's motives in the past. You've spent this time reviewing. You've got like a cinema picture in front of your eyes of everybody's role in your movie, and you're understanding why you made some really stupid decisions. But be sure you're not going to do that again. Your chakras are open. You are feeling quite good on the health track. You're going to get healthier still before May the 24th of 24. And in this period now, we're going to have some challenging information coming through. We might find out things about people that we didn't want to know. And because we're in the fall, as I've said in all my readings, the fall to me is the time of year where apples fall off trees, leaves fall off trees, and so do people fall out of our lives. And this is made doubly so because of the eclipses. When there's an eclipse, someone falls out of your life. Because we're in the work situation with the 6th house, it could be somebody you work with or you employ that goes, but it could also be a friend that you thought was a friend, but you realize was not really quite as good a friend. And so this will cause a few delays and changes to plans. But the truth is delivered without tact. The universe is giving you the truth without tact. And here we've got a future card, because we've got enough cards here. We've got very few future cards here, but we will have some with the other decks. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. You're recovering from an addiction. It could be an addiction to a person, or an addiction from alcohol or tablets or whatever. But so much is difficult situations are ending. I think the cycle of you being single is ending. And Saggis, you're going to be moving now into an area of balance, and the Hermit, where you're looking at your past and you're shining a light on it, but I'm not going there anymore. And even if someone comes back into your life from your past, you will absolutely reevaluate what possibilities or what benefit they can give you in your new life. And you've learned so much, which is what the Hermit tells me. It also says that it could possibly be a Virgo, so we have to keep that in mind. But you rarely choose to take the long route to any destination, Saggis. You prefer to drive forwards like the horse, quickly, and when your mind's made up, you just go for it. And also your communication skills are amazing. But as this card shows us, the heaviness is lifting, burdens are being cast away, and weightlessness. You are being taken to where you need to go. And if the Chariot card comes up, that's definitely fate playing its part. One thing about Saggis is that you're honourable. You've got that pure heart, as I said at the beginning of this. And you deal with everybody in an absolute moral compass way. You know the difference between right and wrong. So you don't need weapons to fight, because your communication skills are so good. You could almost, the best jobs are teaching, barrister, communication jobs. You just win hands down all the time. Saggis, let's see what cards they threw out for you. So here we've got lots of choices coming through, and you will feel overwhelmed by choice. But I don't think you'll be indecisive. You will know. You will jump straight in. You will have that feeling. You will know. The Ace of Cups is a new relationship coming in. It might have been already. made known to you, and it's just starting off. But it's set, definitely what is coming is financial stability. So you're going to get financial stability through your work. You're going to start getting more work through. And here we've got the Four of Wands, which is again stability. So it's not only financial stability, but it's actually emotional stability that you're going to achieve. And we've got the Knight of Swords here. Someone's making swift moves towards you. They've decided you're Jane or you're their Tarzan, and they're coming for you. So it's a bit of a Jane and Tarzan thing going on here. Yeah, some friends are going to fall. There's going to be something going on. Someone's going to show their untrustworthiness, and any sort of heartbreak that you felt in the past, I think you're healing from that. It's giving you a different perspective on relationships and what you're looking for. Yeah, you're definitely looking at love with different eyes. What you're looking for is something different to what you were looking for 10 years ago. There's going to be lots of progress after the delay now. And all that past stuff is definitely going to be lessons learned. Lessons learned. And some of those lessons have been blessings. That's absolutely for certain. So stay strong, Saggies. One day you'll be able to look back and say, I made it. And that will be very soon. I made it. I got through it. And that will be very soon. Let's talk about manifesting for a moment. Sagittarians are almost like the magicians of the zodiac. You can manifest, but you feel that your manifestations haven't been listened to, and that's because the timing isn't right. Everything wasn't aligned. There's going to be massive progress after the delay now, and lots of harmony after all the battles you've gone through. A massive progress within a project. And we've got the Emperor here, which is symbolic, let's see, symbolic of someone who's going to come in, who's magnificent, who can sort things out, has an air of authority, knows a lot, really sensible, and sort of has your back. And if we get the Empress, then it's the perfect relationship. But very creative, thoughtful man coming through here if you're a lady. And if you're a man, then we've got someone that's coming through who's quite financially astute. So let's see if we get we've definitely got the Knight of Cups here. So someone's coming to you with declarations of love. And we've got the King of Pentacles for the Queen of Pentacles. So it's going to be quite a good match financially, that's for sure. I mean, one of you're both going to be on a level with each other. And you're going to support each other and get to a very good point financially together. And this person's going to feel like home to you. He's going to bring an element of family in to this relationship. He might have children, you have children, they come together, or you have children together. But this person is going to have that feeling of home about them. So when you meet this person, or you connect with this person, you feel like, hey, I'm home. And home has got so many different meanings. You know, your home is your sanctuary, whatever it's like. It could be a hut, it could be a mansion, but your home's your sanctuary. It could be a studio flat, it could be anything. It could be a tent. Home is your sanctuary. When you get there, you've got your bed, you've got your things, it's home. So this person is going to have that feeling of warmth around them, where home is where the heart is, home is where the hearth is. The hearth is like the fire, and you're fire. Some of them could be fire signs like you. It could be a fire sign like you. And you are a natural lover of fun. They're going to bring a lot of fun into your life, I'm getting, because I'm looking at my crystal ball here, which is on my dragon. Okay, so you might have noticed that that's there, and it flickers different colours, and I see little things, little different images in there. So I'm seeing a lot of fun going on, a lot of laughing and smiling. And you will know, your intuitive insight will say, this is my person. There will be no fear of losing each other. It's going to be that sort of relationship where you just know stability is the name of the game. And it's, you know, a good working relationship, which is productive, and rather than destructive, it's going to be very productive. Can we have some more messages for Sagittarius, please, fairies? And Sarah Elizabeth. Okay, so all those unhealthy relationships are going out of your life. I'm not talking about just lovers, but any thoughts of a past lover who had an unhealthy element about them, they're going to go out of your life. Or they might have not had an unhealthy element about them, but they might have brought an unhealthy element to the relationship. So that's going out of your life. That thought, that warmth associated with that, your new warmth is coming in. But should, I've not got the old lover or old friend card, but can I just say that might be associated with a friend that has had an envious eye on you. And as I said, that card came up on the envy score. Someone in your life has been jealous of you, and they have been around you, and they are going. You are going to push them out, possibly in not a horrible way. But as I was saying in a reading the other day, that, oh yeah, I promise we'll get together for dinner. Yeah, let's do dinner soon. Let's meet up soon. But you're not going to do it. You know that person's energy is not good for you. So you've already identified that. And if it's a past lover and they come in a totally different guise, then okay, give it another shot. But if not, then certainly not. And as I said, you're the natural conjurers of the zodiac. You're the stage magicians. You seem to draw objects from thin air and then they appear in your life. And you're very good at that. But the last 10 years, something's been obstructing that. So it's an intriguing process to observe now how manifestations are going to start coming directly into your life. I think we've just got to go through these two moons, this new moon, full moon, and then we're coming towards Sagittarius season, which is your magical season, which is your manifestation season. And you're going to be able to fight any enemies. They're always going to be there because you are an attractive personality with a pure heart, and it's like the vampires. They know who's not good for them and who isn't. They will try sabotage you, but you will be staying away from them. But like David and Goliath, David didn't need anything but a humble pebble and a sling to defeat Goliath. And that's going to be the same with you. You could go naked into battle and you would win now. So justice is on your side, and you've got lots of new ventures coming up. So look forward to new people, new relationships, new ventures, new hope. Okay, we've got some cards here. Let's take these, put these down, go to my oracle cards before we end this reading. So here we've got, I've said it before, good news about a child. If you've got a firstborn or one child, they're going to do very well for you, Sagittarius. That always comes up. And the world is at your feet. The world is your lobster. and that's just so cool. And here we've got the Queen of Cups to match the King of Cups. So we've got lots of pairing going on here. Lots of pairing. She told me to take some more of these cards. Sorry about that. Yeah, your gut reactions are so important. Listen to your gut. It's your second brain. That's the message I've got for you today. Your gut, your gut, your gut is so important. And someone in your life or vicinity is feeling very emotionally unfulfilled, and they're going to be coming forwards with some declaration, a friend or a lover or a relative or a parent. They're feeling emotionally unfulfilled, and they will want to have some conversation with you, some communication. You're considered someone that's got a good mind and someone that people can talk to and respect. So remember that you are actually someone that people see as very valuable in their lives. They don't want to lose you, even if they've done you wrong. But I think you are too clever now to have your wisdom has definitely shot up, and your qualities of perseverance and your ambitions are not going to allow people to come in that are not for you. Can we have some more cards for Sagittarius, please? Please. Can we get some more cards out? Woo, okay. Okay, so here we've got the Nine of Cups, which is one of my favourite cards. You're on the journey to success. You're on the journey to that Ten of Cups, which is then complete accomplishment in that area of love, of happiness, of stability. And we've got the old lover card came up. Old friend, old lover. I knew it had to. They're very bored, very frustrated, and you are on their mind. What they're going to say to you, I don't know. But you will remember the dishonesty, deceit, manipulation that went on with that, and you won't possibly entertain it unless they have a complete change of, show you a complete change of heart, change of life, change of being. The Hermit cards come up again, which is shining that light on the past and saying maybe it should stay where it is, and it could be a Virgo. The King of Swords is here, which is saying you've got a no-nonsense approach to everything now, and you're using your sword, triumph over adversity. You're cutting through the bullshit, and you're not going to listen to it. And here we've got the Magician card. As we come towards Sagittarius season, your manifestations are going to come through, and you're going to overcome all obstacles. Okay, Saggis, my oracle cards now for you. What have we got for you with these? Oh, daughter value, money fluttering through the door. Yes, 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 that's what we want. Your anxiety is going. You've been feeling anxious up to this new moon. I think a lot of that anxiety is going to go now. And it's going to have a lot to do with that caring connection that's coming in. That caring connection is going to give you the garden and the gate, where you're going to feel like you're actually looking at something very beautiful and very, very, your harvest has come in. Yeah, it's going to make you very happy, is that relationship. It's going to be a complete balance, which is what I said. There's going to be a balance in your life in all areas, but you're going to be all tied up in that person, that new person, or that old person that's coming in from the past. Is going to bring you a lot of joy. One more card, please, out of these. Can we have one more card? She might throw more out, but let's see what comes up. Ooh, okay. Oh, we've got a chakra card here. Let's see what it is. Oh, we've got a few. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, so we've got your fifth chakra, which is the communication, the throat chakra. You've got to speak up. When you have that conversation with someone from the past, you've got to speak up about what upset you, what you thought, and lay the boundaries down. The deceit from that past is going to really dominate that conversation, and there's going to be a bit of hostility still regarding that past heartbreak. This could also mean that a friend still feels quite hostile towards you, so don't trust easily. But the world, we've got that again. You've got the world at your feet. The world is your lobster, and I'm really, really pleased about that card. It means so much good is going to happen. You've got the world at your feet. So we've got a lot of good hopes and wishes coming through for you, Sagittarius, in this reading. And because Mars has been in Libra, and it's there until we're now on the 14th of October. It was there until the 11th of October, but it's ruling our greatest hopes and wishes. And on October the 14th, which is today, we're getting the new moon solar eclipse in Libra, which is bringing those wishes to the fore. And Libra, as we know, is the planet of the sign of love. And so a lot of love feelings are going to be coming through right now. New friends, old friends, connections with them. Projects are going to start going well after this new moon to this full moon. And Jupiter in Taurus in your 6th house is bringing business back in quite briskly, but it's not going to make massive, fantastic progress until January for Saggies. We've got that lunar full moon eclipse in October the 28th. That's going to be a sparkling full moon for you. And I think if any money is coming your way, it's going to come that way, either from work, from inheritance, or from a win. When I do this, the readings for certain signs like Sagittarius or Pisces or whatever, then I'm dealing with astrology. When I do my readings for whomever manages to get this, then it's going to be much more spiritual, just to let you know. So someone out of your immediate environment is going to eclipse out, most definitely between this new moon and that full moon. The replacement will be much better, whether it's a love replacement in the heart. It might be not that your past love is around, but the replacement of the feeling in the heart is going to be so much better than that original one. So actions at this full moon will have lots of long-term benefits and lead to security. So really look forward to that full moon at the end of the month. And you're preparing yourself for Sagittarius season, which will see you start a new health regime, see you getting fitter, and see you being happier. Let me take some Moonology cards. The moon changes all the time. Remember that, Saggies. It's a new moon now. By the time we get to the 28th, 29th, it's going to be a very strong full moon. So the moon changes all the time, but it's still the moon. It's still the same. And that's what's your situation. You are changing all the time, but you are still who you are. You are still the person you are. But changing for the good all the time, with the energy, with the planetary placements, with your wisdom, with your chakras. And so different moons bring out different intensity in feelings in us, but make us quite emotional sometimes. But what's happening with these two moons is we will give our decisions time. We will sleep on decisions. A lot of wisdom's come through from the last 10 years. You're not going to rush into any decisions that are pushed your way. And you're focusing on your growth now. So, and your growth is really good. And you're cleaning up your energy. What I was talking about, pollution. You're cleaning up your energy. You're cleaning up your health. And so that end of the tough cycle is now here, Saggies. It really is. You're decluttering your home. I've talked about that before. Keep decluttering. The more you declutter, the more we can bring new and beautiful things in. Sorry, I've dropped 2. Let's see. And it's really time to reschedule your self-care, you know, taking care of yourself. It's really important now. So let's see what's being put on the floor for me. My fairies play these games on me all the time when we do bend over. Here we go. Okay, so here we've got lots of lovely moon cards. The energy is gaining momentum, okay? So we have been through this holding position, now with the movement, moving along in the water. Where did that card go that was meant to be there? That water card. And conclusions are within reach, so they're really coming up now. We're getting to a point where we can say, yeah, the answers we need are coming. And a fiery climax approaches, and that's going to be such a warm, hot climax. Really good for fire people. And it's saying bring love into the situation. Emotions are running high between you and another person. If that person's come in already, but adjustments are required. So don't give up on things, adjust, think about things, don't jump in. Like I said, give things 24 hours. Can we have one more Moonology card, please, for Sagittarius? And here we've got nothing is yet set in stone. I've said before that the future isn't fixed. No one can predict perfectly what is going to happen. We can only understand what could happen through our energy, through planetary movements, through people connecting and having a chemistry. One rule in this is don't settle. Don't settle for what you think is okay to just get you out of a tricky situation. Carry on in tricky situations, carry on in difficult situations until you get what you really want, until you get what the Sagittarius fire is all about. Jumping straight in, jumping in because you know it's what you want. So this is what it's saying. Nothing is yet set in stone, but fate, I really believe, has, you know, that que sera, sera song, what will be, will be. It is so true, but at the same time, I think destiny has a big part to play. At the end of the day, the universe can hear and the divine can hear conversations you cannot. The divine knows who's pure and who isn't. And now, Saggies, you've been through so much shit. You've stayed in the right lane for so long. The universe doesn't want you to make mistakes, and the universe is going to bring you the right person in the right chariot, and you are definitely going to have an absolutely wonderful time. I'm going to take 2 decks here together. Let's see what I get. These are my Saints and Angel cards. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these 2 decks together and see what I get for you. Okay, these are my angel cards. Let's see what they give us for Sagittarius, please. Messages for Sagittarius, please. Bit thick for me now, but let's see. 2 decks. Can we have some messages for Sagittarius, please? Okay, the ocean. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. So try get near the sea. Try get near the river. Try get near the water. Listen. Listen to your mind. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurances that everything has been taken care of. Stay in the quiet and receptive state. So here we've got the angels and fairies talking to you. Look at this beautiful little fairy here. Beloved one, It's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. So have fun, talk to people. I think the hermit time is over. That time of being single is coming to an end. And be honest with yourself. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you on your angel's wings. Okay, can we have one or two more cards, please? Okay, you're a leader. Saggi, you know you're a leader. And animals are so important to you. I think you're going to be looking at the world, you know, the animals that are becoming extinct, or what's happening to polar bears and penguins, that the ice is melting. But also any animals are going to give you absolute comfort at this time. And some of you might be getting an animal, or some of you have got an animal that is so close to you. Speak your truth, Saint Bernadette. She's my favourite saint and it's my confirmation name. So I love Saint Bernadette, and she's saying speak your truth. Communicate. It's the same as the 5th chakra with your throat. When you have to talk to someone, set your boundaries, tell them what you think. And love is in the air, Saggis, as is steady progress. So I think this has been a really good reading for Sagittarius. I'm very pleased with it. Let's take some words for you. They will have stuck onto the back of this, okay? And here we've got, these messages are linked to my crystal ball. So live. You're going to be living a very different life soon. Dream. It'll be like the life of your dreams, your manifestations. There's going to be love in that life. You're going to thank God for what's happened. You're going to be fascinated by who comes along. You're going to belong to each other. You're going to hold that love carefully together. You're going to be understanding of each other. There's going to be a lot of luck, good luck in that relationship. And he and she will become a we, so you will join together. So I think those are beautiful words that really speak to you. Let's get you a fairy message now. And here we've got, there is a sense that you are currently removing layers of worn out aspects of yourself that are no longer needed. What did I say about decluttering? Decluttering your house and decluttering your clothes and decluttering yourself and friends. And this relates to gaining new skills which will allow you to take your career in a new direction. You can use your creative imagination to help transform your world into a new level of potential. This creative energy has been caught up in past struggles and now needs to be set free to allow you to fully realize your full potential. Sagittarius, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you have, please like, share and subscribe. I've got my crystal here for you. It's a healing crystal I got from a true Romani gypsy who I know really well. My fairy's been blessed by a white witch, and my leprechaun's going like, go for it. Go for the pot of gold. Sagittarius, you really are. Let's rub the leprechaun and the turtle for good luck. Sagittarius, I love you guys and thank you for your support, and please listen to my other readings which are for whomever is meant to hear them. I'm doing more of those now and they will have messages for you. You are due in for so much luck. Stay who you are, be authentic, say what you need with love, speak with clarity, use your 5th chakra. It's open now. I see a gorgeous garden, as I saw in that card with the garden. I see a gorgeous garden and you're going to be walking through that garden and the love will be flowing. And if you've got a tap in your garden, it's just indicative of love that will be flowing in quite soon. It's going to be the love of a lifetime. So hold on in there. trust the process, be part of the energy, because it's a wonderful energy that's coming through right now. Even though the collective is going through a really bad time, there's a lot of unsettlement in the world and a lot of truths being revealed about government actions, about people making money out of other people's dismay and distress. There's still a purity of soul around in the world, and Saggis, you hold most of that purity. So shine your light, speak your truth, and move forwards with confidence, because everything's going to change and be for your greater good. And I had to been told to take this top card, marriage. There's going to be marriage for some of you. It's going to be so lovely. Ooh, okay, love you. Bye.